Hello and welcome to Survive the Unexpected with your host Frank Pacino and my partner in crime Amanda Bryant. And today we have another host interview with Survivor Tour hosts Sebastian, Jay, and Marissa. How is everyone doing tonight?
Doing good.
Great.
Good.
So I don't know how big of Big Brother fans you guys are, but we just finished Big Brother 2 and we currently were watching Big Brother 23. Are you guys watching Big Brother 23 at all?
I've watched a little bit of it. I'm not following it, but I'll tune in every now and then.
I've just watched like compilations of certain people in Big Brother, usually in the UK actually. Tiffany Pollard was one that I've seen a couple times, but I don't know a lot about Big Brother 2, if I'm honest.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm
If you remember,
obsessed with it.
if you remember, I nominated Julie in that one mini we played as a host. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So
Yeah, that was fun. I forgot about all that. Jay, I know you're watching,
So
right?
you're watching?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I'm even watching the feeds. Like, I follow a Twitter account that they like live tweet everything that's going on in the house. So like I'm just like constantly checking my phone because I'm like obsessed with the players this season.
Yes, the players are so good this season. Really, really stellar cast. We were just talking. Me and Frank were talking earlier. Like a lot of really good, smart people. Like smart people, people that are to play, not just show up and gain more followers on their Instagram, which I feel like sometimes can be the goal for some.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this season too. I hope things get kicked a little bit, but I'm okay with the season. I would love the characters, which is always a plus. You guys are excited for Survivor that's
it's really
coming up
good.
soon?
Yeah, September 22nd.
I'm so excited.
Is the 29 days
We
bothering you
need
guys?
it.
I think it's 26 days now.
Is it 26? I thought it was 29 last
Oh,
I
they made it
thought.
even shorter.
I thought I heard it was 26. I could be wrong.
Either way, I think it's really short.
Oh God, yeah, really, really short. It's only a
uh,
month.
like as
It's
long
not
as
enough
we
time.
get a good season, I don't really mind how many days they play out there.
That's very fair.
And there's gonna be the same amount of people
Do you think-
voted out, just less time between tribals.
I think it's
Yeah.
like every 2 days instead of every 3, right? That's what they're doing. Yeah, man, that's fast. That's like fast game. These newbies that have never played Survivor before are really going to be playing it on their own for the first time too, and kind of a new concept. Think about it.
I mean, that 13 extra days does a lot for someone's gameplay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. As long as
think
there's
so.
no dumb twists, I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't want any dumb twist either. I think I remember Lex giving an interview one time, I think, when he, like back when he was on like All Stars and like Big Brother Africa and stuff. And he said that those last like 10 to 14 days really do a lot on you, not only like strategically and mentally, but like physically too. Like you're hungry and you're tired. And like he said that extra 10 days can really be a stretch for somebody. So them just cutting that completely out, he said it's almost like a whole different game. He's like, because you don't have that push of starvation or sleep deprivation on you as hard.
Yeah, we'll see. As like I said, as long as we get good casts and no dumb twists, I'm all with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I'm hoping for. No dumb
Have
twists.
they released the cast for Survivor, right? Just the pictures
Yeah.
of them.
Just
Yeah,
the
the
pictures.
cast was released.
Okay.
Everything I've read assumes it's going back to the basics. So I don't feel like there's going to be dumb twists. It's going to be more akin to like season 1, season 2. I hope. I mean, probably idols and vantage plays, but nothing like crazy twist rise.
I'm okay with that.
I think there should be like a firm like tribe idol, merge idol, and that's it. Like
Agreed.
maybe rehiding if someone plays it, but too many is too many.
What? We don't want everyone to have an idol? What?
We all start with one.
This isn't super fans.
Yes or no?
I
Epic
saw
and crazy
some.
tribal, bro.
I saw somewhere like there's like a leaked cast for Survivor 42, so the one afterwards. And there's an orc player on it.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
I'm interested to see
Really?
if it's like actually real Because if it's actually real, that'd be pretty cool.
They're actually casting for 43 and
That's
44 right
awesome.
now, I believe.
Yeah.
I heard 42.
Carl was sending a video.
I read 42 might be another second chance, so that's interesting.
Oh, I would love another second
Ooh,
chance.
that would be good.
Second chance 2
Oh
is
man.
something coming up.
Are you guys? Do you guys pay attention to RHAP at all? The rankings they've been doing of the Survivor seasons.
No,
Not
but
really, no.
So you had second chance at
No.
9. It broke my heart. Just shattered my heart. I
I
love
think
second
it
chances.
deserves way higher than 9. Have you guys seen all ever seasons?
Yeah.
I've seen majority of them. I've seen parts of it, all of them, but
Okay, that's fair.
How about you,
There's some
Sebastian?
you can miss anyway.
there's some I'm like, yeah, this doesn't hold my attention. Just go to the next one.
have I seen all the seasons?
Mhm.
I have not. I started watching Gen X vs Millennials. That was like the first one I watched, just because I didn't know much about the show, but the twist kind of lured me in. And then I went on a huge run. I watched a lot of like the really good seasons, but I watched so many of like the good seasons that if I try to go back and watch them, I can tell like I can't watch Denise's season because I know that she always goes to tribal, so I always know who's gonna lose. And like I just piece too many things together for it to stay interesting for me.
Yeah.
So a new season is something I'm really, really, really excited for, to be honest.
Yeah, just don't watch
Yes.
Australian Outback. That was a bad season.
Oh my god, dude. Me and
It's
Frank
not
were
that
so
bad.
in.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
It's
I'm
not
telling-
like
It's a bottom 5
We
season.
rewatched it recently.
It's so bad. I rewatched all the episodes twice. So like the 3 episodes we cover, I watched them twice. It was boring. It was miserable. And I was like, did I miss something the
was
first time?
bad.
I gotta watch it. I said, nope, I didn't miss nothing. It's literally they fight
There's
the
a lot
elements the
of
whole time.
characters that come back. A lot of characters that come back, but watching like there's no game because it's so early. They don't really know how to game yet. You know what I mean? There's not anything for them to go off of. But and like the conditions were so bad. There's a reason why they did not return there. There's a reason why they only did one season there because the conditions were so bad. That's all you heard about the whole time.
So
Um,
do you like that they kind of honed in on Fiji, or do you that's when they had a bunch of different locations?
to me, the location doesn't matter to me. I want to see people play Survivor. If they have really bad location, it's so overbearing, it's hard for them to play.
Yeah.
So like
Well-
I want to see them survive, but I don't want to see them in a downpour for 7 days straight.
I mean,
Because-
just one of the things I enjoyed in the earlier seasons when they went to different locations was that you got to see like they incorporated the culture of those locations there.
Yeah, but they stopped
I
doing
always
that.
thought was
though.
really cool, which I missed that aspect of it,
Mhm.
but I definitely understand the weather and the conditions are definitely a thing.
I honestly, if they have a good location, I don't care where they shoot it. Personally, I just don't want a bad location.
Yeah.
So how long have all you guys been like part of the org community, playing and all that jazz?
Marissa would know my date better than I would.
April of last year.
Yeah, April something.
April
I want,
5th.
yes, 5th or 7th.
5th. April 5th.
Wow, you guys got it down to the date.
Whenever SOG started,
In 17.
India, that was my first ever org.
That
So I
was my
think
second.
May?
Survivor India.
Mm.
Survivor India was my second game. Oh, my first Survivor game. Yeah.
Me and Frank played our very first game together. Actually, both of our first games we were together in the same game. That was BB Online. It's UK based.
Nice.
Yeah, it was right on COVID, so I was just
Neither
sitting
of
at
us
home.
won.
Yeah, I think that's how
Yeah, we started
people
live in
that work
quarantine.
today.
Yeah.
So what games do you guys play your first games? I know Jay just said India was his. What about you two?
Mine was Home Isolation.
Okay.
Their season 1.
So I think mine would technically be Home Isolation as well. I played like 3 games really close to each other for my first game. But yeah.
Nice. I think we started around the same time all you guys did too. We all started around the same time then, because
Okay.
BB.
We started in March. Yeah, we started in March of last year.
Yeah.
And I think I was still in BB when India started. and then I got voted out of BB shortly after that because, yeah, because Amanda wanted to be a jerk.
I didn't vote you out. I was just with other people that wanted to vote you out. That's all it was.
Well, to be fair, I got in trouble because I thought I was making a post for like to have like a separate page, and so I said a bunch of stuff that I would have normally said, and he just showed everybody what I said, and it kind of screwed me. So it is what it is.
Yeah, just first time playing. But was your guy like? So have we all won? One? Did we all have a W? I know Marissa does.
That has two.
Yay! No, you deserve a W.
Yikes! I'm trying currently.
Okay, bye.
You will.
I got one.
You will. You're gonna get a W. I only have one too. Me and Frank only have one. How many do you have,
I have
Seb?
one.
I have
No,
two.
Marissa has
You only have one, Marissa?
27.
Really?
Don't let her
I only
lie.
have one. Well, 1.5.
No,
But yeah,
she
no,
has.
official W.
Marissa-
Marissa has 37 wins actually.
7
She's-
wins.
She's the
No, I only
queen.
have one. I've come close the second time. But
I've
yeah.
gotten second like 3 other times.
I was the winning mentor in Survivor Trailblazers. Does that count? It's my half a win.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Half a
something.
win.
We'll give you the half, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
I'll
play
take
this-
a half.
Did you just play this last season of Trail?
Yeah, it was the first
Take
season.
half.
So
First season.
So Jay, you're playing a game right now?
Mhm.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Survivor Game On. Tad hosts it, the most recent winner from Super Duper.
Okay.
Yeah, they're at final
My friend
8
Matt
right
just
now.
played that.
Matt? Oh, yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really good friends with him in the game, and then they took him out.
Oof.
So,
Dude, I love Matt. Isn't Matt great?
dude, he's such a cool person. Like, he
is.
at a tribal
He is.
council, they were like, he was like, "Oh, I'm getting votes right now." So I was just like, "Cool," and I just played my idol on him, like no hesitation. I was like, "You're good." Like he's
I love
cool.
That.
He's a
Dude,
cool
Matt
dude.
is so cool. He is really, really nice. I played with him in Corey's org. He's really heavy in that community. He's played for Corey a couple different times. And he's always just like ride or die. Like always had my back. Never, there's no question of turning. Like I knew I could trust Matt all the way. Yeah, Matt was really cool, dude. I talk to him almost daily.
Jay's
He watches
definitely the
BB
same
too,
way.
so
Oh yeah, I'm definitely the same. No, but this game I am trying a different fucking play style where I'm like actually not an asshole for once. So I mean, like it's gotten me blindsided like 5 times, but it's working somehow.
Are you, Marissa or Sebastian, are
still
you guys playing
there.
any games right now?
no, I haven't played anything since SOG. I'm taking a
No.
break in the middle of a 6-month break.
Really?
I just got voted out of Rogue.
Oh,
Oh no!
Jordan just got voted out of there not too
Boo.
long ago too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's got voted out so long ago too.
Yeah, dude, he tried to get me to play both
Do
seasons
you like
of Rogue.
Rogue?
Oh yeah, I really do like Rogue. Actually, I had a lot of fun. I would endorse it.
I've been invited to play Rogue too. I've also invited me to play Torg, and I'm sorry I haven't played yet. I felt terrible. I was
Lisa-
cast on your guys' season, and then we had to you guys had to whatever it.
I
Reschedule
actually
it.
have,
Yeah.
I have not played Torg yet either, so I'm in a retirement right now too for the rest of the year. So I tell everybody.
Retirement.
Yeah, I think
come
my
back in
break
2022.
ends around September, October, and then we'll see. I might extend it.
You know, New Year's resolution, new year, new me, right? Yeah, I've been asked to play Rogue twice. I declined the first time because I was playing Super Duper, SOG, and ETU all at the same time. It was too much work. And then this season
He
I
was
was in a break,
Going
so
crazy.
that wasn't yeah.
I'm also in a break.
We all played the last 4 seasons of SOG, and we all kind of know what happened there. I want to say Sebastian, Jay, myself, really promoted SOG for a while, so I know it affected everything that happened with us a little bit, like our perception on things. And Jay, it was yours and my first Survivor game, so it like broke our cherries in a way, like this into this world and everything. So, what's you guys' thoughts after everything like set down for a few months now?
I just like you could tell that first of all, like just the seasons we were playing, like the feel between I played season 19 and then season 20. You could tell the difference about how it felt like the game was being treated. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
it was just a mess. Like we were told back in Frank, you probably remember this, back in 17, we were told it was going to be like a second chance and then an all stars.
Mm-hmm.
And then it like was like this whole, I don't even, what was it called again? It was some weird name. And we were like,
Unfinished business.
unfinished business. And then everyone was like, wait, so is this an all stars or not? And they wouldn't tell us. Like they kept beating around the bush. They were like, just apply. Like, well, what do you mean? Yeah, it didn't feel like there's a lot of love in the game at all. I feel like the host didn't feel involved. If they were already like advertising the next game like mid hours and stuff, like people would misread how many people were left in the game multiple times. It was sad to be honest.
When I left the game, Marissa's been since. Oh, how did they word it? When my vote out post, it wasn't even.
like ejected from the game.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Since Marissa was ejected from the game,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Damn, at least you got a vote out post. Like that's so...
Yeah. I didn't get
No,
one
I don't
either.
think I got a vote out post. This was the next post.
Yeah, I got
Like, so many people messaged me
Oh
about
my
that.
God.
I literally had a photo, a bunch of us from Tribal, and you guys played like I want to say like 8 advantages that round. It was insane.
Aiden, we had
And-
this plan.
Yeah, and then
Oh
so
my
like all these
God.
advantages are played, and they said, oh yeah, and at the end of it, Frank was voted out. I didn't get a picture of me, nothing at all. I was just
Oh
like,
my God.
it was just like you could tell the difference. And also I watched the pre-merged like interviews with them. I don't know if you guys watched that.
No.
So I watched
Right.
it, and right before what? Did you say Frank?
What?
Oh, I think you said Frank.
I think she said right.
No.
Oh, okay. So I watched the pre-merge
Right. Mhm.
thing, and they were talking. They had no idea what actually happened the round right before the merge. They literally had their whole conversation about like what that vote out was, and they were completely wrong of what happened. That's how little they knew what was going on in the game.
I mean, when Jay's vote out post too was completely wrong.
Right. It was just like, as a host, I think you should know what's going on to tell what's going on.
Do you guys prefer hosting or do you guys prefer playing?
It's different incentives and cons to both things.
So I think I'd like hosting more, but I do like playing if it's a brand new cast. Like if I don't know anybody on the cast, then like I love playing. But like yeah. I think me, Seb, Marissa,
getting hard. Like,
Kate.
the more you play, the harder it is that you
Yeah.
don't know any. I remember when I first started, I was like, I used to be so jealous because everybody knew each other and I didn't know anybody. And I felt like it was a disadvantage for me because, people would just get rid of me because they didn't know who I was. But now as I've played a couple of years and now I know a lot of people, now I almost feel like it's a disadvantage because I know everybody and they know somebody. And now, if I haven't played with them recently, they're going to buddy with people they have played with recently.
I think
So I think it's a double-edged sword.
I think one of the funnest things about my first season was it was everyone's first game. So no one knew anything. So everyone was like learning together. So now you come in, you play these games, everyone knows each other, and you try to work around those relationships because you want to build new relationships at the game, but you also want to take advantage of the relationships you have.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely harder the more people you know, unless it's like an all returning season where everybody knows everybody in the game a little bit itself. But like the best seasons I've done were most of the time were the ones that no one knew who I was for the most part. where I can develop new relationships. I think Super Duper, I only knew Jay and Joey, and I voted Joey out, like bad quit. So like I did really well there. I did really well in Double Trouble. I knew nobody in Double Trouble besides Joey again, and I voted him out. Mad quit. So I prefer to play with people I don't know because for everybody not to know everybody because you can make, like you said, make new connections. You don't have bad beef because some people don't let things go. Other people think
Oh
just
yeah.
because we were cool the one game, we're for sure 100% cool this game, and that's not how it always going to happen.
Nope.
So what's your
I
guys'
agree.
favorite game you guys played?
For what reason?
Just whatever you enjoyed the most.
I mean, so I've only played 2 different orgs. So I've played Home Isolation and I have played SOG. I probably have to go with Home Isolation. Like, once again, probably my first season. I had a blast my first season learning. If things were much simpler those days. Just things have evolved, like just exploring new things. Definitely has evolved and gotten crazier each new season I play. You think you know things, and then you're thrown for a loop.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
It's hard.
We're scores, so we're like, oh god, there's been a lot.
Well, it's because like it's a hard thing because like I would want to say Broski, but then like I'm like I don't know as much. So it's a tie between Broski or Rue, South African org Ruan. I think hopefully I'm not butchering his name. But
So
Rue's
like, are
online
you Rue
survivor.
that you're talking about?
Yeah, RU. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rue's online survivor,
Yeah.
the South African org. That was like probably the most fun I've had because their challenges are fucking crazy. They'll make you eat like an entire lemon, like you can't peel it, like just eat that shit, or like an onion, just eat it. And like their fire making challenge
Oh
was
God.
or like, or this isn't the same group, but like in another South African group, their like fire making challenge is literally like make a fire.
Oh my God.
All right, Sebastian, how about you?
I don't have time for all that.
So I do have to say that not anymore, but I think our season 17 at SOG was really like formatted well. Like I just think it was a really, really good first game. I'm slightly biased because in my Vikings game, which was the first game I won in home isolation, I just really, really liked the gameplay and how things like shook down. So I might have to say that game, but I do have to say that like probably my favorite host hands down are Tony and Bree from Super Duper.
They're very active within your confessional.
They're perfect. Like
Everything.
this is really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I honestly, I did a lot of calls my season, and Vreeland was there for every single one of them, no matter
They,
how long the conversation was. I think I talked to Cole for 2 hours. Vreeland never left the call. Then and he would chime in. He was
Oh my
actively
God.
listening. He would chime in if we said something towards him, and he would chime in. So he was actively listening for those entire 2 hours. Me and Cole talked, and I want to say probably 20 minutes of it was game. So like, yeah, they're very dedicated.
Oh yeah, I think when I played Super Duper, I really didn't have, and they know this, I really didn't have like allies, like real allies the whole time. So I was talking in my confession a lot, and it was always super fun just because they would be talking back with me and reacting to my stuff. Like I hate when a host like urges you to send confessionals, but they leave everything on red. Like they don't react or anything, and it's just this awkward like I'm
Right.
just talking to myself thing.
You want the full experience, kind of like you're playing the game. Producers are going to talk to you in your confessionals, ask you questions, and ask you follow-up questions to your statements. And that's what we want in our confessionals, a little back and forth, because most of these games don't have people watching them. So they don't get to see your confessionals or anything like that. So like you want the interaction from somebody. Um, so do you guys have
agree.
have you guys all played Superfans?
No.
Yes or no? Are you gonna play?
I will not.
No.
I refuse.
I also
I played once and I gave up Like I think at like the 5th challenge, I was like, just vote me out. I don't care.
Yeah, I played twice.
Lane
Yeah.
keeps trying to get me to play it with him, and I just do not want to. He wants me to play that returnee / like newbie season where you bring like returnee who brings a newbie
I
on.
just don't know how he could do season after season after season after season. You know, actually, no, I know how. It's the same
Lane?
thing every single time. No,
Orem.
Orem.
Oh, Orem? Yeah.
It's because it's the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
Copy and paste. So how did Torg come about? When did you guys decide to start doing Torg, and when did all that come to fruition?
Well, the idea for Turtle Island was kind of my idea, which is just something that I wanted to do to pay nod to my Native American heritage. Me and Jay got really close after SOG 17. Me and Kate had gotten close as well, and she's so smart. Jay's smart as well, not to say that, but like, you know, Kate's our spreadsheet like whiz and all that kind of. So I think I threw us together, and I was like, guys, let's make an org, and then we did. And it was really fun, and I think we just kept going. I mean, I remember season 1, we were like, we don't know if we're doing a season 2. We don't know how it's gonna go. Like, we're just gonna give it a whack, and just turned out working really well. And then we've since added some people along the way, and it's made it even better.
So who was all on the original production team for season 1?
Me, Seb, Kate.
I think that was it.
That was it. It was just those 3. And then season 2, we added on Marissa, Leslie, Aaron. Yep. And then season 3, we added on Katie.
Aaron stepped back a bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So you guys are in your what, 4th season?
Yep.
We're getting ready to do our 4th season right now. So we're through the casting process and the development.
Nice. You guys excited? You guys been planning for a while, right?
Yeah. We're really excited that the casting pool is already really diverse. So we're just really excited to have all of that energy flowing together.
Yeah, so I think the big thing this season is, especially what Seb wanted to do, we get like all these, we get some of these international players, and they come to these American orgs, and you know, sometimes it's like harder for them with time differences. So we're trying to make a truly diverse cast with people all over the world and be flexible with that. And you know, we're gonna have to do some adjustments as a hosting team, but we want to make sure we do a fully diverse cast. So it's not just American players. It's, you know, not just, you know, people from other places. It's going to be a fully worldwide cast.
That's
well,
cool.
like, it's like, raise your hand if you've ever been like round 1 and someone comes to you and they're like, oh, well, their time zone's kind of weird. Like, they won't be that active. Like, we could vote them. Like, I think we've all had that moment. And like, that's, I just think that sucks. So like, this is kind of like an ode to, you know, or people like, oh, well, they're just not from here. They're, you know, there's just been a lot of oversaturation of the same kind of people, and we just really want to shake it up, and hopefully that inspires other orgs to also like really shake up their casting pool, or like go out of your way to find new people, because like Zach, our season 2 winner, isn't somebody that we like really applied to us. Like, we had to go through the fan page, reach out to him, and not like an org fan page, like just the Survivor actual fan page, and be like, this is the org, you should apply. You know, we've had newbies before, and then he won. I just feel like more people need to do stuff like that. So I hope that it makes a statement, and I hope that people follow the lead of that, and we start seeing more.
That's cool. As a player, when I like to play, if there's people from different time zone, I try to remember everyone's schedule. Like when I was playing a game, and someone from Australia, I knew what time she woke up and what time she went to bed. So that way I knew what time to hit her up and say good morning, or you know, I'll talk to you later, stuff like that. Just so that way I'm not neglecting that person. Going into different
times. Michael and SOG. Like,
I played with 2 people from Bulgaria,
a really good
and
friend
BTU, and their time zone was insane. They would be up till 4 a.m. their time, 5 a.m. their time, just talking to people. It would be like 8 o'clock for us or something. It was weird.
Well,
I have a really good friend that lives in Malta, which is like a little island underneath Italy, and he would get up and do tribal at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning his time, and stay up and talk to people all night long, and then sleep before he had to go to work. And Gabe's an amazing player, and I always want to like recruit him on to like the orgs that I know, you know what I mean, like the ones that are based around pretty much U.S. time. But I always feel bad because I don't want to recruit him on and him have to get up at 2:00 in the morning to do a challenge. But I feel like he does miss out on some really, really good orgs because his sleep schedule is just not.
Well, we are
same.
still casting
Same.
for Survivor Torg Pangea season 4.
Okay.
Got to throw it out there.
Okay.
It's something that we're definitely trying to be
Yes.
flexible with. Like, so we're planning challenges where it doesn't have to be done at a specific time or stuff like that, so that everyone can be inclusive. I mean, some of them it's going to happen, but for the most part, we're trying to make it as open as possible.
I have a question. Yes or no? 3/4 of the challenges have red solo cups in them.
Nope.
No.
None of them do.
Well, we had to, this is the thing is like planning a season like this is we had to specifically put on our applications like, you know, things that aren't accessible to people like plastic straws or people who aren't allowed to go on live. Like season 1, we had someone where they just weren't allowed to, so we had to go around that. So there will not be a lot of plastic cups. Actually, it turns out it's kind of like a hurdle that we're working through, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, I don't mind some of the challenges. I like the different variety of challenges when I have to play org, and there's especially with the tribe challenges. I want to feel like we're working together. Like I don't like doing challenges that are separate because it's like I'm just doing my own thing. Like you're not working together. You're not because you can develop relationships working together with somebody closely on a challenge at a certain spot where normally they won't feel as enticed to talk to you, but they have to. That could open up things. But like I played the last ETU was very team like friend like work together type thing, but SOG we did a lot of like solo stuff. A lot.
RMG was torture for me. RMG, I know like RMG is not the same as like ETU, but RMG was extremely solitary.
So how often are you guys planning games for Torg?
We do not rush. Like we are the reputation of being one of the slowest orgs, but you know, it just takes a lot of time. Like we're really, really, really proud of like every part of the org, like the logos, the buffs, the people we've been able to recruit, like and you know, and that's challenges itself. It takes a lot of time, and like you said, like we don't want a lot of the same kinds of challenges because you know every single challenge should give somebody else an opportunity to shine. I think season Jump Force that we did, we went like 6 or 7 rounds of merge where it was a brand new person who won immunity, and that's like perfect. That was awesome. You know, we love a challenge beast, but we love a versatile challenge beast, you know what I mean? So we want people who are going to hit and knock everything out of the park, not just the physical stuff or not just the creative stuff or not just the trivia, because everyone tries a different thing.
And then just
you
everything
guys have
takes
a personal
time.
favorite type of comp?
Ooh. I like creative comps.
Sorry, guys. It's like if I'm lagging with you guys were lagging with me. So if like I'm talking out of turn, I apologize because like you guys are frozen. I'll see a couple seconds of you and then you're frozen again. So if I talk out of time, I apologize.
You're good.
Puzzles are probably my favorite. Puzzles and strategic competitions.
I am not a
my favorite too. No problems. I
like
suck at them too.
I like physical. I like endurance challenges, like simpler ones, and then I like you know, I don't want to say like just bottle flipping, but like quick movement type physical challenges. I'm pretty usually good at.
What about you, Jay?
Good old shoot fire.
Anything that I could design anything on a computer is my favorite thing, because that's like that's like my bread and butter right there. But
I love the challenges that are like interactive with everybody. Like when we did the touchy subjects and we had to like chop each other in SOG, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, especially how they had the pictures up on the walls, that was fun.
Yeah, I was totally just like I don't know who else did this. I think Ayla did. I told Ayla I was like, I'm not gonna answer like the first 5 or 6 right. I'm just gonna see what happens. She's like, what if you get chopped off? I was like, I do. If I do, I do. And I just sat there and ate. Just kept answering question after question wrong, and I almost won. But yeah, I love challenges like that where it's like you can have like out of like different kind of strategy to it, or just like I played one where it's like a puzzle, like we were all doing a puzzle, and you had to try to get as many spots as possible, and there was like 4 of us, and stuff like that, like interactive challenges like that, where you're going like head to head with people, and not like just doing your own thing, if that makes sense. I
Yeah.
know that's not possible for every challenge, but if it was possible for every challenge, it'd get stale anyway. So,
Yeah.
is there challenges you cannot stand?
Trivia. I hate trivia challenges. I won't ever get rid of them. I just don't like
Like
them.
for me, just doing wall sits or planks, like I got some weight to me. Like me trying to do planks and wall sits are not my kind of thing. But like in my opinion, that's just such an easy challenge someone puts out there. It's
Yeah.
like I know, especially I know in Torg, we try to have at least put more of an effort and thought into each challenge. Versus whoever can do a wall sit the longest wins.
I'm not really trying to play whole IO like all night either, or
Yeah.
IO or house topple IO or anything like that.
Fuck app challenges.
Anything with a poll, like fuck that. I do not fuck with polls.
I don't want a comp where I have to practice every time. I don't want one that I literally like.
So not SOG.
That's why I was so frustrated. Like my schedule, and at the time, like I was working 50 to 60 hours a week on top of having my kids, and they give us a challenge at 9 p.m. And so I was just like, I literally have to go clean my house and kind of have a conversation with somebody tonight before I go to bed, and then I have to wake up, go to work, get home, practice challenge for 20 minutes, and then go and wing it. I just don't have.
Do you
the
remember,
time
Frank,
to do
whenever
it.
I was playing SOG the second time, and it was before that you had played again, and I was talking to you, and I was like, these comps are fucking stupid, and I was getting so mad because the SOG comps, like, you'd have to practice every single time, every single comp, and you have to go live every single comp, and I would literally be doing it like in my back room at work, like on my lunch break, because it was the only time
remember
I could
seeing
fit it
those.
in. Yes, and I would be so. I remember telling Frank I'd be so pissed because I would be praying for like a typing comp or a puzzle comp or fuck even touchy subjects at anything that did not involve me being on video, and it was just never ever came. SOG was just video challenge, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Red solo
I was
cups
getting
and ping
so
pong
pissed.
balls.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, all the time.
That the one I can't believe you guys completed was the 2 strings with the card.
Oh, that's.
I tried for like
I
45
mean-
minutes and I just gave up.
Yeah, I made it harder for myself, I guess. I didn't know you could walk back with it. So my dumbass was like balancing it, and I was like, yeah, slide it down.
I mean, I
still
was
somehow
pretty good at that one. I
completed it.
can't complain. I mean, well, the thing is that I did it in SOG 19. I mean, but we had 2 different people doing it, so they're able to, place the card. But so I was able to do that. The challenge that had me the most, at least in SOG, was the one we had to build the tower with the water and then suck water with a straw and then blow a ping pong ball. And I'm like, this is way too complicated.
Dude, that was the worst. Literally, I dropped my cups. My whole floor was soaked. It was
I
ridiculous.
slipped and bruised my tailbone.
Yeah, I remember.
Couldn't sit for like weeks.
She gets in the camera. She's like, I hope you guys didn't see that or something.
No, that wasn't during my live.
Was it? No.
No, I did it while I was practicing.
That's.
I mean,
I
ended up
swear
winning
you
that
said something during
challenge,
your
but
live.
it sucked.
Yeah, that one sucked. I did not enjoy that one. So who would you guys consider? Who you think is the best winner you guys had? You guys don't have to agree.
Stephanie.
No contest.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, like just.
I wasn't around season 1, so I can't say anything about Jackie. But between Stephanie and Zach, but looking at just their different gameplays, I'd probably go with Stephanie between those 2. No thing to Zach. He played great as well. But I think Stephanie played a more dominating game.
Like all right, maybe I should. I didn't mean like insulting to the other winners, but I'm just saying like Stephanie from day 1 when she made a confessional, I was like, she's gonna win. Like Seb said, like she's gonna win.
Oh.
Kate said she's gonna win. Like we were all like, this girl, if she gets to the end, she's gonna win this whole game. And like every single round, like she just got like further, like closer and closer to the end until like I think it was like final 6. We were like, yeah, Steph's winning this game. Like there's just
Oh yeah, there's
no way.
no other option at that point. I think just with that and that she flew under the radar the whole time.
Damn.
I will say
Alright.
Jackie.
I love
I
that.
would
I love a strategic queen.
I would probably say Jackie, to be honest. I think Stephanie is literally just like Mila points underneath, if not at equal level. But and Marissa wasn't really there for her game either, but she
I wasn't
dominated.
there for that season, so I can't say anything on that
That
one.
is true too.
Jackie cracked like every single code. She was clearly like front running, still managed to take people out. She escaped people. Like her final combo was amazing. Like Jackie is a threat, and people don't really know. I mean, people don't really know about Stephanie either. I mean, honestly, our winners wall, like they aren't like before they came in, they weren't like huge like names and stuff like that. And I think that's really, really cool to have. Like it's such a unique
Yeah.
winners wall.
Right.
They're all amazing players in their own way though, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. Like seriously, if we had a shitty winner, I would say
I
it.
love
We
that.
don't.
Yeah, we don't have a shit.
You guys,
No,
you guys
I'm
love
so
you
happy
guys
and
love all your
proud to see
seasons. You guys color casts all seasons.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Good,
some flops every time, but you know, it is what it is.
There's nothing you can do about
Sure.
that. You're always gonna get a flop or two. You think this
No.
person is gonna stand out,
Mhm.
and just not it. It happens every season. You even pick it as a player. You're like, oh, this is a person I'm gonna align with. And you're like, this person's not even like active. I can't align with them. So
Yeah.
it
Were any of
just
you guys on
happens.
icons? I wasn't paying attention enough to icons to know. Were any
I
of you
wasn't
on icons?
invited. Apparently not.
Wasn't
I was
invited
the only one
either.
that got the invite here.
Yeah, I was not invited.
Yeah.
No, I hit.
Care.
Yeah, I just didn't
I
care.
didn't care. I know definitely some people were salty for not being invited to icons, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, there was definitely
No.
people
I
that
don't
were
even know
upset.
the people who are hosting it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So like,
Storm?
if I don't,
I haven't played with Storm yet.
I
yeah,
haven't played with Storm. I haven't been in like the same circles as Storm.
Yeah, same.
I haven't really either.
Mhm.
Honestly, that was my first conversation with them. But I was right by but the beginning of my break, and I was like, it's like I just promised Mariah I won't do it, so I can't.
Yeah. Frank's waiting until December. I'm trying to talk Frank into hosting. We really want to host a mini, but with all hosts, like all the hosts from different orgs around the community, all play a mini together and just bang one out and have a good time.
Well, we have seven,
Nothing
so
serious.
Yeah.
yeah, we got 7,
Huh?
so we got like half your mini already.
we got 7 people. So.
Hey, there you
So did
go.
we convince Aaron to play a mini?
Yeah, I see.
We're
I
gonna
just
try to
don't.
convince as many hosts as we can.
I don't know. So it takes a lot of commitment. I know. I just want to make sure if I do start to do it, I'm gonna want to do it and do it good. I don't want to just say, oh, I'll just do it. You know, I'm gonna do it and like half-ass it. I don't want to half-ass it. So I want to make sure when I'm ready to like
That's
to do
why I
it,
said a
want to do it.
mini. A mini is
I
only
know.
like 3
Well,
days.
I know that, but I'm talking about like host like a whole game. Like I don't want to do it like half-ass. Because I would
No,
as a
a long
player,
game
I
would
wouldn't
be
want
hard
a
for us to
host to
do.
half-ass it. So
I mean, I'm guessing you all have full-time jobs. Like, it's got to be hard to work and host at the same time. Like, that's me and Frank's only like hurdle in the sense of like we don't want to start hosting and then us work all the time and not be committed.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
we're
that's one of the reasons we have, a big hosting team. At least usually with all of us and us all having different sleep schedules. Usually, for majority of the 24 hours in a day, probably at least 20 to 22 hours, someone is up. So able to deal with
There you go,
problems,
yeah.
like that, which is so nice because there's always someone be able there if needed.
yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, having a good hosting team the back end probably helps with loads. Do you guys have like a favorite season you guys hosted?
Jump Force cast was crazy. I really like Jump Force. I just love the theme. I just love the visuals, the advantages. The cast came with a bang. I also think it was yeah, never mind. Yeah.
I think for nostalgia reasons, I think Turtle Island was my favorite that I hosted, just because it was my first org like as a host,
Yeah.
and like getting to watch all the people like for the first time like communicate and like blindside each other and stuff. I was like, damn, these people they're like vicious.
I love that.
So I have to choose between Jump Force and Atlantis. Um, I probably agree with Seb. Probably Jump Force. Atlantis is up there. They're all, the both seasons we did have been great seasons so far. Nothing negative about any of them, but I do think Jump Force just edges Atlantis out.
How was like watching like your first blindside happen? Was it like exciting? Was
A lot of times it hurts, to be quite honest. Like, we
Aw.
sometimes argue about who will host what tribal if a certain person is going home. Because we all know what it's like to be really excited to play a game, and when people are messaging you like, "This has been such a fun game. I'm so happy I played," and then that they're going.
They're going
It's
home.
like,
Yeah,
Oh man, I didn't think
yeah,
about
it
that. Yeah,
sucks.
you know the good and the bad.
Yeah, or they tell you this
Oh.
whole elaborate plan they have. We're like, no, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah,
Or
we're
when
just
it's someone
like,
who's
it's
never
not.
played, and they're like, "This is what you do," and you're like, and you have to like look at their like we do mostly live tribals, so you have to watch that glimmer like go away, and there's always the sadness. And I mean, we always check in with people right after though. We're really good with that.
That's
But
good.
yeah,
depending on my mood, sometimes I just want to be left alone. If it's like a really gut punch, ugh.
Yeah, poor Corey. That was probably the first Blindside that I watched. That was rough to watch because that poor kid. He's like, yeah, we're gonna ride off to the end, and then like just people, they just turned on him, and
Ugh.
he was just like sitting there like, really, guy.
Do you guys prefer the live tribals over the messenger, right? Playing and then hosting.
I do because I think it's easy to lie to somebody when you don't have to look them in the face.
Yeah,
And I think there's just something real and like honorable
100%.
about like looking you in the eye and like knowing like, yes, I've been lying to you all day, but at least I'm man enough to be here and like still blindside you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I prefer live tribals for sure.
What do you guys have like a? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so I love, I mean, it sucks, lying straight to people's face, but depends on the person, honestly. There's been a few people I've lied straight to their face and been super excited about it. I'm just trying not to laugh the whole time.
I love that.
It takes a level of skill to hide that kind of excitement. Also, like some
Yeah.
people are into it. Like I
There's
played a game where someone in Roar, and I won't say names, but if you watch it in she literally the second we lost was like, fuck it, let's go to tribal right now. I just want to go now. Like I'm tired. Fuck it, let's go. No, like okay, I want to go now. So clearly she had an idol, and like she played it, and I went home. Like not the most tactable thing, but to be able to sit there and like conceal all of that, I think that's like what a really true good player is.
Yeah.
Which is a lot easier to do like through text,
For sure.
Who has been your best alliance member out of the games that you have played? Your one true ride or die out of the games that you've played that has had your back and you have had the best time playing with?
That's a very good question. They all turn on me.
I can't pick just one because I have like 3.
Farah.
Me and Seth.
Farah.
Nope, that's
hand-
one.
Yeah, just one Farah, easy.
Probably the one who
Farah.
didn't turn on me. I'd have to go with Seb. Most of my rider dice turn on me because they suck ass.
Well, not in SOG, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about in home isolation.
Home isolation. Yeah, I mean Marissa's one of them. I mean, shout out my homeboy Liam, who is not watching this. He has really, really had my back in that one game. Scott and Sophie. Scott Porter is like my fucking dude. Like he rode with me all the way to the end, and I would trust him with my life. I think those are my 3.
Wait, can we name a few then?
Jay, who's
Yeah, you
the
can
other
name a
2?
couple. Just name a couple. Go
I was like,
ahead.
I can't even.
Yeah.
I've had like I call them golden alliances where you were able to call and talk about literally anything. You literally ride or die together. Like I would self vote before I write your name type shit. And like I've had a few, and those are like.
And I thought I had that in SOG with Hayden, and obviously I didn't. The thing is I would have given my game
Go,
up to
Hayden.
him.
I know I should have voted him out, but
Okay,
Jay,
so
who's your other friend?
well, Sydney. I wonder why.
course. Of
um,
course.
so Farah, Sydney, Frank is up there too. Even if we blindside each other, like literally, like we'll start a brand new game. We're like, yeah, bro, like we'll work together. Like fuck it. Like maybe we'll work together. Maybe I'll vote
I
you out.
remember
Maybe you'll
Frank
vote
told
me
me.
out.
I remember Frank told me, he's like, me and Jay are working together, and it's for real this time. I was like, oh, okay.
It's so much fun. Like
Yeah.
I think Frank I have the most fun with out of anybody, just
Hey,
because I
Jay, you
never
were Ride
know.
or Dies in SOG?
No, not at all.
No, no.
I literally.
He told me. He flat out told me.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I'll probably. We're probably gonna like go to the challenge final 3, and whoever wins, you or me, is taking Ayla. I was sitting there. I was like, okay, well, I can't do that because you'll beat me in the challenge.
I straight up told him that too. I was like, I'm not taking you to the end, Frank. Like, just so you know.
Yeah.
And then me and Frank were on one side, and Broski and Jay was on the other side, so we
Yeah.
didn't work together then either.
Yeah, but we still had good conversations at least.
So
Oh, I love Broski. Broski, my first season of Broski. Listen, Broski is easily my favorite org I played. Between my first game and my second game, both were just knock out of the park, a good time. Lane is an amazing host. He really is. I haven't played with Lane. I know a lot of people have played with Lane, but I have not played with Lane yet. But as a host, he is fantastic. And Damien runs a good show. He really does. I feel bad for him because they've had a lot of bad luck in the sense of like things have happened, throughout the seasons. I don't have to say it, but things have happened. And I do feel bad for them in that sense, but I think that they've overcome a lot and they're still run a great org.
So I'm not gonna lie. So Jay, you are like one of my favorite people to play with. Like SOG, we were doing so many stupid shit that if Ayla didn't like ring us in, like the game would have been totally different because you and me wanted to do a bunch of shit that we didn't get to do because she would tell us no.
Yeah.
And you listened?
Well, we didn't
Ayla
have. We
told me
needed
no
her
on
voice.
things too, and I
We
still
didn't have
voted
the
Jay
num-
out.
We needed her
If we
vote.
had Ayla with us, dude, we could have
would've-
done like a lot more just dumb
we
shit.
talked about
We wouldn't
Blindside
have
Hayden
won.
at like 12.
Yeah, we wouldn't have won the game, but we would have had a lot more
We were
fun.
one vote off, and it was Ayla's vote that we needed, and
Yeah.
she just wouldn't do it. And so we're like, okay, we won't do it then. But Wayne is my guy. Wayne is. I have nothing bad to say about Wayne. He's my dude. Sweet guy. Like he's a sweetheart. Legit. Like he literally told me one night we were having a conversation, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna go make cookies because we're donating them to charity." The nicest guy I've ever met in my life. I swear to God. Wayne's my guy. There's this guy I played on Discord. He goes by Yankee. Dude, he rode with me the whole way. We rode all the way together to the end. Amanda and I rode together until I went out. So, and Broski. But yeah, I had people like I don't ever turn on my like people think I do, but I don't turn on my ride or days. If I say you're my ride or die, you usually are.
I have never turned on my ride or die.
Me either. Usually I don't unless I find out they turned on me first.
Yeah.
So, and then I just was like, well, you kind of turned on me, so I gotta find a new direction.
So one season I played, this girl thought we were ride or dies. I never said anything. Yeah, she was kind of mad I voted her out, and I played her hard. It's one of my favorite moves in all the games. Literally, we the day I voted how I shared an advantage clue with her after I already found the advantage. Literally lied out straight to her face all day long, knowing I was going to vote her out. We were on the tribe together at the tribe swap, but we hadn't lost. So this whole time I was planning on voting her out, and then I actually got voted out before coming back into the game. And I go back and remember the chat. She's like, "I thought me and Marissa were ride or dies." I'm like, no idea where you got that from.
What's your guys' favorite move you guys pulled off? Is that your favorite move, Marissa?
Actually, no. My favorite move, one of my favorite moves had to be Jay's vote out in SOG.
Oh, Tyson them?
Yeah, I Tyson my ass out.
Yeah. I still think that I still blame Ayla a little bit because I told her not to do it. And I yelled and we argued
the best
about
part
it.
is that me, Jay, Ayla, and Hayden were on a call, and Lynn was messaging Ayla and Jay different things.
Yeah.
So as we're talking about this, like, okay, I guess they're like, okay, I guess we got to vote Lynn out. I'm like, perfect. And we worked out the vote so that Jay is voting for Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Hayden are also supposed to vote for Lynn. We didn't.
Are Lynn and Adam still dating? Is that who she was dating? Is Adam?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Adam unfriended all of us. Or at least most
They
of us.
both unfriended me, so I just don't give up.
I don't think Adam has a Facebook. To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, listen, I said this from the very beginning. Adam and Cody should have done their own org. Should have just left and done their org, and I think they would have been very successful. But I liked them as hosts. Them two as hosts.
Yes.
Sid and Julie are boring. Sorry.
Sid was cool
Julie's
our
boring.
first season. Sid was really cool our first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first season, he was really cool towards 17 as
He,
a
like,
cast.
cried. He cried.
Yeah. He would literally he
was
talked to
involved
the
in season
pre-merge.
18.
Yeah, I don't know. We got like really lucky with our season randomly. I think I was
Yeah.
like I was scouted for that season too somehow. Like Adam.
Same. He
And, like,
recruited me
I was
from
not
Survivor
playing.
Fan Jury.
I was last minute because I joined the group. That it was like, this is our final day of casting. So then I messaged Sid and I was like, hey, can I join this group? And they're like, he's like, yeah, just send us like a 3-minute video of like what you do. And then they just casted me immediately. Cody was like, I love you. Like, like you look like you're just gonna be an asshole, and I love players like that. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, we got lucky season 17. He talked to even the pre-jury chat. He was in there constantly talking to us.
Cody's definitely probably the most active host in SOG.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing
I
but
would
good
agree.
things to say about Cody.
Mm-hmm. I just talk his shit about Adam's challenges. That's it. Him as a
Yeah.
person, he's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a
Oh,
favorite
boy.
move, Jay and Sebastian, that you guys pulled off?
So I have 2 that are kind of tied. Honestly, getting you voted out, Frank and Broski, probably was like, because I barely did anything really. I was just like, dude, Frank wants you out, Anthony, and Anthony was like, what? And like half of your original tribe voted you out, and it was just me and Farrah saying bullshit. And the same thing could be said about the Jordan vote out as well too. Me and Farrah were talking, and I was like, I'm just gonna say he has an idol, and we should vote him out for that. And like, just people turned on him because I just randomly said Jordan has an idol, we should vote him out with it, and they're like, oh cool, yeah, let's just vote him out.
How about you, Sebastian?
One of them would probably have to be talking an idol back into Anthony's pocket on live, because that was beautiful, and then voting him out. And then we had like this weird twist in Homaiso, and we ended up like, it was like a double tribal, but we like voted out who we wanted, and we forced the other people to go to Rocks. So that was a really fun move.
Oh, nice.
I love a good rock draw.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah,
Rocks.
Frank Lawson, draws.
Yes.
I would love.
I've only had
There was one
think we
game I
had
just was like,
Rocks-
I want to go to Rocks. I tried
once
so
or
hard.
twice.
I was a part of the Rocks that you went to, Amanda.
Yeah,
Who, me?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever gone to Rocks. I've been willing to go to Rocks. I don't think I ever worked, and I don't think I ever actually went.
my first season of Broski season 2, I went to Rocks pre-merge. Just for
Who went to Rocks in our Broski season? Who went
you
on
and
Rocks?
Hector.
It was me, you, Hector, and
Oh
Laura.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, I always listen. I on our tribe before we merged. Okay, when we voted Dan out, we were supposed to vote you out, and then freaking Laura and who was I was just talking about this the other day?
Hector.
Laura and Hector had already decided to get Dan out while I was at work that day. And I get off work and I get in the chat and I was like, so y'all ready to get Jay off? And they're like, no, we're going to get Dan. And I'm like, no, we need to vote Jay off. I was like, if we merge, he's going to go over the other side. They would not listen to me. And they fucking voted Dan out. And then sure fucking enough, next tribal, they give Jay an idol.
Good times.
And then fucking
Sweet, sweet.
Good times. Is there any games that
my
you guys
number one
want to
ally
play that
goes
you haven't
home,
played?
and then it was me, or no, it was Laura went home, right? Didn't Laura
No,
go
Hector
first?
went home. Hector.
No, Hector.
Hector was before the merge. I'm talking about at merge.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
before
yeah.
First
merge.
merge
I was me.
was Laura, right?
No, it was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it went
and then
Frank,
Laura and then
or-
me.
Yeah.
And then Jordan.
Yeah.
Because I was the
Good
last one left that wasn't on your guys' alliance, and I tried so hard to get anyone to flip, and nobody would do it. Nobody would do it.
Is there any games that you guys haven't played that you guys want to play?
I do think I'll eventually play Super Duper. I want to get a lot of the people I know who play in that game first. When I go play, a lot of people don't know me, as you know, at least as a player. Because a lot of people I've played with haven't gone to play Super Duper, and I kind of want to go off and do my own thing as well. So
I'm
no way
gonna
to
tell
more season.
Which
What?
game?
I'm gonna tell everyone you won 4 games.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That
that's
Marissa
actually
girl?
four, so
27-time winner.
You
right
won
there.
32 and a half games.
Yep.
I told Frank, I said, they need to vote Marissa out. She's going to go on an immunity run and win the whole shit. I kept
Ugh.
saying that over and over again. I'm like,
I
Frank,
think
you need to tell these
he
people
was-
to vote Marissa out when she goes on an immunity run.
photos.
I tried every day. Okay? I tried every day,
Frank
but I
would
could never do
try.
it. I would. But Ayla protected Marissa like so hard. There was
That's-
nothing I could do.
She
did.
didn't think I would vote her out.
She did. She protected, and I needed her vote. Like I literally like I'd have like every vote except for one vote, and I needed Ayla's vote every time, and she canceled it every time.
Well, she was trying to position herself in a final 5 with me, Hayden, you, and Jay.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, because that puts you in a situation where you're on top.
yeah. It puts me in a bad. It puts me in a bad position because if my eyes, I'm like I'm your first target out of that 5, so I did not want that 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same. I knew.
Yeah, I think you're the friendliest person that I targeted the most ever. I've ever had, because
thanks.
me and her talked every day. I think I talked to her more than people I was aligned with.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I mean,
That was too good.
well, yeah, the person that had all the advantages. I hunted 10 times and got nothing.
I found 2. I had 2.
Yeah, I found 2. I was like, what?
Maybe 3. Okay. I mean, I won a lot, so I got a lot more coins.
Yeah, I didn't, but I got 2 idols somehow, even after DQing.
I didn't get any idols. I got extra votes and block votes.
I tell you right now, that pre-merge was stressful for me. There was a lot of going to tribal. I went to 4 straight tribals right before merge, and all small tribes.
I've only found one advantage ever. In my entire org history, I've only found one advantage ever, and it was a sit-in on a tribal, which is bullshit. Didn't even get to use it. I've only won one ever.
See, I found an advantage in SOG. It was the sit-in. It was the sit-in on a tribal advantage, but it was after merge. Like, why is this still in the game?
Oh.
Like, you found something.
Oh yeah, after merge, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, so I wouldn't played it that tribal. We're just beating ass.
I was very disappointed we didn't have any live tribals in that game. SOG. Yeah, well, you guys had one, but it was pre-merge. And I wasn't even on that tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
was that when we voted Robert out? Was that when?
Yeah. After you promised him a final 2 deal, and you were like buttering him up the entire day.
Definitely a hero.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Would you describe you guys yourself as heroes or villains?
I'm a hero. I don't give a fuck. I am so loyal to
It depends
sideways.
on which game you're looking at.
Jay, what do you consider yourself?
I'm a villain. Literally, I get villain of the season every fucking org I play. It's like sometimes I'm not even trying to be a villain. I just like
do it.
Yeah, it's just somehow I'm a villain, and I'm like, oh, damn, that's tough.
Yeah, honestly, you beating me in Super Duper is kind of fun because like I did a lot of villainous thing pre-merge. Like it just like game kind of like switched when I went to merge because I came from riding the top to being an underdog because of the numbers. So that's why it switched. But like in pre-merge, I was literally like I was like making up lies to get people out. Like I did it to Vicky. Like after he made the video I set him up to like
Mhm.
he just made the video, and they're like, I saw the video. I was like, yo, I'm about to get Vicky voted out. And like, he just made the video. You really gonna do that? I was like, yes, I'm going to.
Yes, absolutely.
See,
And-
I think
Dick.
the one season I've been out before merge was because someone made up lies about me. So I try not to lie about anyone in the game. So like, I'll
I
tell lies, but I won't lie about someone.
I will.
I
If
will.
you're coming for me, I will literally make something up. I don't even care.
Yeah, I just make shit up and hope for
Yeah,
the
Dad has
best.
to be like.
I'm just like, dude, he just said that he wanted to
See,
vote
I
you out.
would love doing that, but then my ass always gets caught up with screenshots or some shit. They're like, "No, you didn't say this because I got the screenshot right fucking here." Like that's my luck, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, that's
I'll
why.
say, I'll
That's
try
why
to
you
lie
send
and
them.
then get
You
lied
do it
back.
face to face. You gotta learn how to lie to person face to face. You gotta look in
But
the
then
eye and be
Anthony
like,
tried that with
bro,
me.
this is exactly what happened.
Anthony tried that with me, and I recorded the phone call, so you never know. So my advice is, if you
My
want,
last season, Broski, Ryan, you guys know Ryan, right? Ryan Cutliff. Is that his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on my tribe and was video chatting somebody on his phone, and then had me on his computer listening the whole fucking time. And the other
I've
person did
definitely
not
never
know.
done that.
He's doing
We
that
love
the
the
whole
memes.
season.
the Mean Girls 4-way
Huh?
call, the Mean Girls like 3-way
Yeah.
call.
That's
Ryan's
fun.
Ryan will fuck someone up in an org, man. He doesn't care either.
Who would you say some of the best players you guys played against?
Stupid ass Marissa.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, dumb Marissa.
Rusty,
She's
dumbass,
just good at everything.
irritating Marissa.
Damn.
Ruan, for sure.
I'll go with Anthony Elwood.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Anthony L was a good player.
I haven't played with him.
I think Hector's really
Brought
good.
him out first.
I love Hector.
Like Hector, like
Hector's the
socially
best
is
man, too.
really good.
Everyone loves Hector.
Yeah, that's why. Like whenever you,
Is Icons over? Is that season over? Is he still in?
I
Does anyone know?
I don't even know.
It's over.
It's over.
It's
I
over.
forgot.
Okay.
I think Alex won, right? Alex Day.
I think so.
Jesus,
know,
dude,
it's
that
not
dude
paying
wins
attention.
everything.
Yeah, he's
Mm.
pretty. I don't know. I could see through it, but he's pretty good. I play with him. The guy I play with in ETU, Heroes vs. Villains, his name's David. Best player I've ever played against. The man was the only winner on the cast from that season, and he like had people to die for him, like legit. Like he had like 6 people who were just willing to go home for him.
Man.
It was ridiculous. And I literally told this person, I was like, you realize you will not win in the end if you sit with him, right? And she's like, I don't care. And they just met this org. I was just like, and I talked to him like one conversation. I went to my confessional and I was like, I understand why this guy won the game. Great dude, very smart. He likes to sit back and listen. One the by far the best player I ever played against. Like just to like wrangle around some of the people he did is just crazy to me.
I'm trying to think myself. I play with a lot of people. I don't remember half of them. Because I'm trying to think of this, because I've played a lot of orgs. I've played twice. Like I played SOG twice. I've played Broski twice. I played Corey's org twice. There's a lot I've played twice. I have a hard time remembering like who's from what season. You know what I mean? I just know I played with them. Jay, you're a great player I played with. I do name you quite a bit when people ask me. You and Farrah for sure. Michael Schaefer, hands down, one of the best people I've ever played with.
He's like a encyclopedia when it comes to Survivor. He knows everything. It's ridiculous.
He is, bro. Like you can ask him anything Survivor related, and he knows the answer.
He knows all the tribes, what color they
like
were.
Yeah, Austin Wilson's really good. He's in the Corey's org community. He hosts Survivor fan jury games. Him and Dylan both. Dylan Campbell both host that org. They both are amazing players. Frank is a great player I've played with. My SOG time is so short, I can't really say. Just here and there, I guess. Devin King, really good. Carl's a kick. And you guys have not played with Carl. Carl's hilarious. Carl Davino, I think is his last name. He's the guy with the beard, King Carl. I don't know
Yeah, I
if you guys have seen him
haven't.
around the
Oh,
orbit.
yeah,
Played with him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
played with him.
He was
So
something.
funny, dude. He was my number one in the second season of Broski, and he would literally call me at like 6:30 in the morning wanting to talk game, like video chatting too. Like Carl is so loyal. He's not the greatest player, sorry, Carl. But he's so great to play with. Devin's great, Ryan's great. Yeah.
Honestly,
I know
like
I'm forgetting key people.
I'm not just saying this, but like the Broski's winner circle is like full of talent. Like Tony and Rhea are really talented. Ayla, Derek, Cole. I was a mentor from Had. What?
Farrah was good, and
yeah, Farrah's
OJ,
good.
I played OJ one, and OJ was an amazing player. For one, OJ was a lawyer, so
I know. I played Super Duper All Stars with him, but I blame
he was
it's his
great.
fault. I blame him for the vote out he got. He got voted out because he just stopped talking to me. So.
Oh shit. He was really good.
But I think he told me, he's like, that was a mistake, so it happens. Yeah, Broski does have a lot of good winners. Are you even part of that page anymore, Sebastian?
No.
I literally only follow SOG just in case like Sid miraculously appears again because I want to see all the drama go down. Not even gonna lie. I just want to read all the tea when he comes back.
What were you saying, Sebastian?
It's just Julie saying happy birthday.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I know, that's really all SOG is at this point.
Yo, I'm gonna sit there and post this on the SOG page and see if she'll let me. Like, hey, SOG.
You guys are more than welcome to share this to your TORG, or your guys' midnight chat, or whatever. I'm sure you guys have them.
Yeah.
Who's some of the worst players you've played with?
Who's some of the worst?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a longer list of those.
Ryan,
don't count inactives because that's an easy out. You can't count inactives because that's an easy out.
Okay.
Pook was probably the worst person I've ever played a game with.
Predator Pook, yeah.
Yeah. Weird ass foot guy Pook. Sydney ripped into him, and I will forever. That memory lives on in my head, just forever now.
Mm-hmm.
I just there's some people that come in and play the same game over and over and over again, and they don't change things up, and you need to change things up to be able to be successful. You can't come in and play the same game every season.
Yep.
There was a guy. I don't even care if he. I played Super Fans with him. I don't think he's like that terrible a player, but dude's a piece of shit. So his name is Lewis, and he's from like a different country. Dude,
Lewis,
fucking you remember Jay? He was blasting me on the page because I voted him out.
Oh,
talking about Luke Kirkball.
All of his friends were sitting there bashing me. People I don't even know, saying I'm just like this big piece of shit and all this craziness, and like Vreeland and like James and all these people started standing up for me. I didn't even know what was going on. All of a sudden they're like, dude, you seen what's going on? I said, I don't know. But all because he was talking mad disrespectful to Mariah because Mariah's playing, and he pretty much said he called her stupid and pathetic and all this stuff. And I was like, bro, if you said this shit in person, we wouldn't be having a conversation. And he wanted Orm to kick me out for saying that. He needs to leave. He threatened my life.
Oh my god.
It was all over the page. He said that I threatened to fly there and threatened his life. I was like, and then all his friends were like, I was like, you want to see the video? I'll send you the video what I sent, because I sent a video and sent it to the main page, the main chat in the game, and everybody's seen it. So like, I sent it to all his friends, and yeah, the dude was a big piece of shit. His sister's cool though.
Probably, I don't remember her last name, but the Ashley chick that was on this last season of Broski, this Ashley chick literally got evicted because she told everyone that got vaccinated that they were idiots and they were all going to die.
Oh, Kenny Mac. Kenny Mac is literally like.
Yeah.
I like Kenny.
I do not.
Kenny was my coach at the beginning of that season before he got kicked off.
I could say a lot of things, but I don't even feel like addressing him.
Did
like
you guys
that.
play with Kenny?
No.
Yes, he's annoying.
I played with him once too, and Broski actually, and
I liked Kenny, but
at the
he hasn't
time I
done me
did not,
wrong
but at the
yet.
time now I'm okay with him, but I don't follow. I don't sit there and endorse anything he says or anything like that. That's his
Yeah.
business. But I I don't ever back him up when he says something stupid.
I think he told me he was going to apply for Amigos, so he might be playing Amigos coming up.
I doubt he'll get in.
I've not played Amigos yet. You guys played Amigos yet?
No.
No.
I haven't. No. It's a game but they play like a lot of the same people over and over again, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like it's stepping into a Shark Tank.
Oh, do
I
they?
feel like it's stepping into a Shark Tank.
Yeah, I think Lizzie's played like 4
Oh.
times.
I love
Like,
Lizzie.
yeah, she's a gem. Have you guys
Dude, Lizzie's like seriously one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. Like, I literally call her my cupcake friend because she's just like she is. She's just like a cupcake. She's so nice. She doesn't have a mean thing to say about anybody.
okay, for the bad player list, probably like the first, besides Danny, the first like 5 boots in SOG last season. Some of the worst players I've ever played with.
Who?
The 5 first boots of our last season of SOG.
I just remember
Besides Danny.
Okay, so I remember Tyler House now. He comes in, doesn't talk to anyone until we lose the first challenge. Talks to no one. And he comes in and is like, oh, don't vote me out. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is all ball's already rolling in motion. Like,
yeah, let's face
you
it.
can't come in and then just right after you lose. Like, everyone else has been putting in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
The first, like, I want to say like half the cast or not half, but like at least a quarter of the cast didn't need to be there. They need to be casted.
Agreed.
They were just taking out space. They just made our game longer. That's all they did.
I also don't stand a quitter. Someone that quits almost every org they play.
Yeah.
But yet they continue to still sign up.
A lot of people quit because they're like, oh, I may be going next. Might as well quit so you can't say get voted out. I'm like, just suck it up and get voted out.
Well, that's annoying.
Everyone deserves their name written down. At least, everyone deserves to have their name read to them at least once.
Me and Seb almost got 2 people to quit after one tribal, though.
Oh, that would have been lit.
Not my fault.
We almost got 3 people against us out in one night.
That would have been awesome.
I was hoping we would still out too, to be honest. I was like,
that would have been great.
Have
That was an interesting tribal council. We'll just say that.
Have you guys ever gotten a fight during tribal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that tribal.
That tribal.
Seb was the one during that day telling me to remain calm. And I don't get hot-headed usually. Like, I'm usually a pretty cool, calm, collective person, but I was over this person's bullshit.
Yeah, it was definitely.
How about you, Jay?
Then I started, so Seb started.
I know you got a fun story.
Me and Sean Groves went at it one time at a tribal. We're screaming at each other, like pointing at the camera and everything, yelling at each other. We're cool now, but that was one of the best tribals I ever went to. And fucking Lane and Damien lost the video and they never uploaded it. I was so pissed. Never got to rewatch it.
I never got
me
to
and
watch
Sean,
it.
you guys know Sean Groves? He plays a lot. Me and him were like screaming, yelling at each other. It was terrible.
I played ETU with him. Well, played is strong.
Did
He
you?
was first boot, so he wasn't like tribe.
Yeah.
So.
He's a lot of personality when you first meet him.
How about you, Jay? Who did you yell at?
Danny, I guess. Well, I mean, like, me and Danny argued, like, I think literally the first time I got voted out. No. I don't know. I can't remember. Literally, me and Danny, whenever I went to a tribal with him, we would just argue with each other, just in our DMs. I don't really argue at tribal. It's like if I survive that tribal, and then we get back, like then I start blowing up.
Yeah.
Like in the recent game I just played, they blindsided me by voting out Matt. And when I went back, I was just like, all right, yeah, so we like loyalty, right? And I was just bitching at like 5 people for like an hour straight. Or and Broski, after Sydney got voted out, me and Allison just went
Oh,
back
yeah.
and forth, back and forth. Like that
Oh,
was
I remember
like that was probably anywhere from like 2 hours to 3 hours, and it was just me. I kept
God.
after a certain point, Allison was like, "All right, I'm done for the night. Like we don't need to argue anymore." But I was like, "No, no, 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 no. Let's keep going. Let's keep going." And I just kept like posting the same screenshot over and over again because I was like, "Because you're a liar, Allison. Like you're just over and over, just nonstop. I would not shut the fuck up. Like I just, oh
Okay,
man,
okay. Have you guys hosted a big blow up? Like, have you seen it? Like, hosted a tribal that was a big blow up?
I don't think so.
no, surprisingly,
I've
No, we
only
just
done a handful of times.
You guys need a heroes versus villains season.
You
yeah,
never
we'll get to
know.
that in like 4 years.
Yeah, I think something about us is like there's certain orgs that promote drama.
Oh.
We're definitely not one of those orgs.
Yeah, we try to keep it chill. I mean, if something organically happens, like cool, but otherwise we're more
Right,
about
you're
like,
not gonna
No,
get in their DMs
the
lie or nothing like that to start it.
yeah.
The tribals I've gotten arguments with has been game related, usually like 9 times out of 10. The only time
Yeah.
that like it got personal was the time I just told you guys. Other than that, it's never gotten personal for me.
Yeah.
Other people may get upset and take it personally, but it's not personal for me.
We had a few arguments though. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you.
Me and Seb argued.
Oh yeah, the host. I
Yeah,
argue
you've
with
seen the hosting chat.
the fucking. Oh my god.
7K.
Seb and K argues so much over little things too. It could be like the color of a buff.
No,
And
no,
they'll, like-
no, the text font.
Oh yeah, the text font. That's another big one.
That's
I'm like,
important.
which
So-
one looks good, guys? Like
so-
this one or this one? And they're like, I like this
Oh,
one. No, I like
God.
this one. No, no,
So
you're
this
stupid. for
season, I'm
liking
like,
that.
okay, guys, I know
Like-
it's gonna take 3 days to decide a text font, so let's start this now. And the first one, I found like, oh, we like it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
It ended up not even working. And like when I tried to use it, it just doesn't work now. So I was like, oh cool. So maybe they'll argue again. Who knows?
Well, making our logo enough too is just like so much like back and forth and tweak this. Well, I just don't like it, and then I go, going back to Regan and being like, okay, we don't like it. We don't know why. We just don't like it. And then every time he makes it like amazing, thank God. But
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you argue with your closest friends. It happens.
worst case scenario, we just vote. There's 7 of us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the ability of having, and especially an odd
Me and
number.
Frank argue about Big Brother 13 all the time, don't we, Frank?
That season's terrible. Let's not get into
No, it's
argument.
not.
I don't.
And he's a
have the-
shitty winner.
Andy's not a shitty winner. It's not. Literally, I argued with her for like 2 hours yesterday because of this. Or was it 2 hours yesterday
Yeah.
or the day before? I couldn't. Even,
I
I had
don't
to
know,
get
some
off.
point.
I couldn't even handle you anymore. It's like just leave me alone. You're irritating me. No, it
I
happens.
don't really argue with a lot of people during games. I'm very much a people pleaser during games, which is
Oh,
probably
me
my
too.
downfall. But yeah, I'm a huge
No.
people pleaser, unfortunately.
I am definitely a people.
I tell you what, not going back like 10 million questions ago, but I really want to play another one of Slade's orgs because the only one I played was Hunger Games. I played with Seb, and I liked it. I got
Dude.
killed super early, but I really liked prepping for it.
I really cherished the experience of that. It was just so in depth. Slade just put a lot of work and heart into that game, and even though
He did. He was great.
even though I wouldn't wake up, so someone galloped in on a horse and punched my face until I died with like a weapon, I still had a lot of fun, and therefore wiped out my whole alliance because I was sleeping. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
still-
remember them while you were sleeping. I remember them telling us, like in the sponsors chat, like, "Oh, this is gonna happen here's the time." And I'm like, "Seb, wake up! Seb, wake up!" I'm like, I'm rooting for Seb at this point, and I'm like, "Seb, wake up!" And obviously, I can't be like,
Yeah.
"Wait, call him."
I worked third shift, so I would have worked from 10 p.m. all the way to like 7 a.m. and then I would get home and they were like, half the field is now poison fog, and I'm like, this is too like I need to sleep.
No.
I so need to sleep. Like I really am
Someone
dying.
followed me into the next square by ourselves, messaged me, called me lovely, and that he thought I was really pretty, and then drowned me in the lake and killed me.
One of my
That was
favorite
my
things,
experience with Hunger Games.
someone sent Slade's location, and then they just like sent a cannonball and killed him.
Yeah,
It was like a sponsor. They literally, I don't know how it worked, but someone literally got his tile
I
number,
think
and
I put some money towards it because why not? That sounded like fun.
when he got to
Oh,
the chat, he was
man.
like, "What the just happened?" And I was like, "I don't know. You tell me."
Oh, it was such a good game. It was so much fun. That and like like I said, like we said, like prepping for it and everything, like the interview process, like your what weapons you're gonna pick and everything. It was a really fun org to prep for. It just sucked. It was so short for.
What's
It's
your
just
least
short for
favorite
me.
game you guys have played?
BB UK, hands
Probably
down.
fucking Egypt, to be honest.
Yeah, there we go. That org. Oh my god, that was horrible.
And I made merge.
What game was it?
It was
I
like
don't know.
Survivor Egypt. I can't even remember the fucking
Okay.
name of the group. But Seb and I made merge. I had a bunch of advantages. I just burned all the advantages, and then we were just like, we don't care about this game. Like, just vote us out. Like,
Basically.
I played the Survivor of Epic Adventure. That was a train wreck.
oh, yeah.
Michael hated that game. I played with Michael. He could not stand it. Most of our conversations during that game was him complaining about the game. It was the first game. I mean, so this is why I don't play first seasons anymore, because it was the first time he hosted the game. And I knew Bobby, and I was like, yeah, I'll play. Sure, why not? I got you, bro. And then I played, and it was just not ran right. I had a dumb advantage where this person literally wished himself to the final 3 at like 10.
I remember hearing about that.
So like made gameplay really difficult around that, because like you had to pretty much align with him because he was a vote that's going to be guaranteed to be in the game. So pretty much a lot of people were trying to like fight to be in his alliance.
I don't know why they would have posted that.
I'm not fighting to be an Aliens Alliance. Bye.
I kind of was like, I was over it. I tried to make this move, and then one of my allies just like prevented it from happening because they didn't believe me, and it irritated my soul. So I got to steal somebody's immunity necklace, and then they played the vote reversal. So one vote, if you have one vote, that's the lowest, you go home. Well, I stole the person who won immunity's necklace, and I voted for her. And then he just voted somebody random and tied it, and the other person got sent home. So I was like, you know what? I just don't even care anymore. It was a big mess. And I was like, you know how much fun it would have been, like taking someone's immunity necklace and voting them out. Taking all my fun away.
I would hate that advantage.
BB Online UK was awful.
I would hate stealing. I mean, that's the perk of winning immunity, that you're safe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, what's your least favorite advantages that you've played with then?
That I played with?
Yeah.
A super nullifier.
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What game was that?
Pandemic.
Oh, I remember you telling me it was a mess, that game.
Yeah, it was.
Let me think. I don't think I played them with any like super crazy advantages in any of my games.
I think the umbrella power is stupid. You got to protect yourself and 2 other people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's too many.
I don't mind a super advantage if it has like it needs to be executed in a certain way, or if it's balanced. Like,
yeah, I can't really gripe about super advantages because our last season we kind of had a overpowered advantage.
Which one was that?
Butterfly effect. It never got played because Vin kind of told everybody about his advantage. So
then Steph used a safety without power to remove him from tribal the last day it could be played, so he didn't get to play it.
Yep.
So what happened with that idol was it protected yourself, and then everyone else who got votes was also safe, and it'd be a new vote.
So it just reset the entire tribal.
Yeah.
and then
That would've
everyone
been
who had
intense.
votes was safe. So
That would've been
but
intense.
then told everyone and their mother about it. So, and then Stephanie had advantage with safety without power, but they could play it on herself or she could play it on someone else.
Gotcha. So she played it on him, so he couldn't use it.
Yep.
Vin. Did you see it? Do you see his blow up during animation?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Vin, he went off.
Wait, who?
His name's Vin. I don't know his last name. I can't.
Oh, Vin. Yeah, Vin.
Yeah, he went off.
I followed last season of animation to a T. I was in that, like, followed all of it, watched all the tribals, watched all the confessionals. It was a
I didn't
good-ass
know. I
season.
didn't know he. I didn't know he got voted out and then came back, and then he blew up. The second time is when he blew up. I was just like,
And they
oof.
didn't even do it to, like, like usually when someone comes back from, like, redemption or whatever, like they get voted out and they come back in, they get immediately voted out again. That wasn't Vin this time. It was like Vin left and then he came back and it was like a couple of tribals before he went home again, and he did not see it coming. It was a huge blindside. He was pissed.
Is there any game that you guys want to play again?
Again, Super Duper.
Probably Super Duper. Yeah.
I love
I
Super Duper.
haven't. I mean, kind
You
of.
only played the 2 games, right?
I've only played 2 different orgs. I've played multiple games in both orgs. But I do eventually will try new ones. So I just need to branch out more. But apparently I'm a threat that people know of now. So I'm just laying low. And just
you
still
were known as a
taking a
comp
mental
beast,
break.
straight up. You were
What?
heavily known as a comp beast. I said you were heavily known as a comp beast.
I mean, I have surprised myself by earning that title because I never thought that would be me. Even with like some of the physical ones we did in SOG, like I never thought I'd be good at stuff like that.
I was never good. I've never been good at the. Like I said, I'm okay at the other stuff, but like when it comes to these physical challenges, I am no ballerina. So if you trying to get me to like tiptoe around something, balance something, I'm not gonna balance anything. I legit did the same challenge in Super Duper in both the seasons I played. And the first time I picked it up, my cups just fell. The same thing that happened to you, Jay, right?
Yeah.
That was my second time. Or no, my first time too. And my second time, I got into balance and my ball just goes, boop. And so I just threw my cups. I was just like, I'm over this. And then Vreeland gives me shit about it, all my confessionals, because I'm terrible at these things. And he goes, I said, I don't even care. I don't even care if I win. Fuck it. Whatever happens.
I've played every org I've played in twice already, except for RMG, and I'll never play RMG again.
I'm just too competitive.
Really emotionally
That's
draining.
my issue. Like, I am competitive and like bound, determined to do well. Sometimes too determined. I need to scale back some. Actually, no, in SOG, I did try to lose a couple challenges, and I came in second and first. I'm like, guys, you all suck. Like, I didn't like.
Can you teach me how to do that?
I didn't try my hardest. I was like, okay, let me just go. Like, let me do this, thinking people were gonna do better. Obviously not. I would tell everyone my times to tell them to beat it. I'm like, guys, you need to beat this.
I was just happy if I finished those challenges. If I finished them, it was a mission accomplished for me.
Yeah,
so I got some tokens.
Marissa, you told me that your time on that one thing where you had to like move the cups like upside down or something. You told me your time on that, and I was like, cool. I just won't try as hard.
So you're like, I can't beat it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, fuck this.
All right, so
push people. I don't want to win. I think Len beat me by that one on 2 seconds or something.
Yeah, like 2 seconds or something.
She's pretty good at those challenges too. I don't know how she does some of those challenges. Do you still hold the record? Oh no, you lost the record, Sebastian, in Super Duper and All Stars, right? The pencil.
I did. I got stomped. I think two or three people actually went.
Yeah, I think they did. I think Kat did it for like what, an hour and 20, and then Taryn did it like hour 40 or something.
Yeah,
it was insane. I was just like,
but if I come back, I would beat that. Let it be known.
I will not. I got, I think, 3 minutes the first time. To be fair, I had COVID at the time.
It's all mental.
I had COVID at the time. And my head was just throbbing from it. It was awful. It was
Well,
just like
I had to win that challenge. So I was like, I'm not going less than an hour. There's no way I'm going home. So
yeah.
hey,
I legit had everybody in the final four. They said they would take me, so I was okay. And it happened. I still lost them.
rip.
Yeah.
Have we
But
all? I think we've all played together. I played with Seth,
Yeah.
with Marissa, and Jay. Have we all? Have you all played together? Obviously, too. Like Frank's played
yeah,
with
we
all of you
just
guys
played
as
the
well.
SOG
We all played an
together.
I love
SOG
that.
together.
Yeah.
That's right.
They-
You guys all played in
yeah.
SOG All Stars together.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Good.
stars.
How'd that go, Frank?
Oh, it would have been all right if.
Dude, Frank would tell me, he's like, I care about SOG the least, and it's the one I'm doing the best in. Tell me that shit all the time.
Dude, the pre-merge, I was pulling some, like, me and Jay literally blindsided Dan, and he had 3 advantages. On a 4-person tribe, he had 3 advantages, and we blindsided him. We made him feel that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
yeah. Rest in peace, Dan.
yeah, rest in peace, Dan. And then I wanted to vote Christina out right before merge, but then John was like, I might want to vote Frank. And Lynn told me. And so I was like, Lynn, if he votes me, are you willing to vote John with me to keep myself safe? And she goes, she didn't say no, but she dodged the question. So that's when I was like, all right, Christina, I'm with you. Let's get John out. And then I told John, I was like, dude, if you were just with me, I would have voted Christina out there. I wanted to do that. That's why I voted Kate out. Like the whole, I was doing the best in SOG, and then that was the one I cared least about. ETU was hella long. That was 2 months long, and I was voted out at 9. So no more long oars for me.
Have you guys played ETU?
No.
It's a lot of commitment.
No.
It's very commitment. You don't want to play any other games with that game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time.
Straight up.
They like to do it kind of like Real Survivor, so it's like 2 to 3 days between everything, between tribals. So
I played
it's
RMG, which is ran by almost the same people. And RMG, you have a stat system, so like you would have to not only maintain your game relationships and stuff, but you'd have to maintain like your hunger, your thirst, your physical fatigue, and your mental fatigue.
That's too much shit.
Dude, I tell you what, it was a lot of shit, but it was fun. It was challenging in a sense that you had to work together as a team in order to get your guys' like hunger and different things like that, like shelter and things like that taken care of. So even the people you were going against, you were planning on voting out and not working with, you still had to all come together and do tasks. So it was a different element of it in the sense of like it made people work together even when they didn't want to work together, that I liked. But Frank's right, it's a long fucking game. I played RMG for a long I had started and almost finished another org by the time that I played RMG. It was just so long. And like, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Like maybe you guys do this, and if you do, I'm sorry if I offend you, but like I made it to Final Four in that game, and so I was there for like the final like the Final Four challenge, and then it went directly into Final Tribal. And all of the main hosts had already started other orgs or played other orgs or started hosting other orgs at the time because it went so long. So they had like a side host do everything. They had the side host run the final challenge. They had a side host run the final tribal. They had a side host like announce the winner and everything. And I just thought, like, to me, it was really disrespectful to us in the sense of like you started another game and did all that and just kind of left the final like 6 to just kind of finish it out. I didn't like that. So that's I mean, sorry if all your hosts see this from RMG, but it's how I feel. I thought it was really disrespectful. I really wanted the hosts to put the time into the game that we were.
Yeah. So like I know when all of us were playing SOG, we were supposed to start a season of TORG. But we, in ourselves, we're like, we're not going to be able to give the commitment to the game to our players. And I think that always was important to us. So as much as we hated postpone, we postponed it, but it ended up being better. We were able to, dedicate ourselves more to the game.
Yeah. So Seb knows this. Super duper all star. We got tasked with a dumb twist. They know I hate this twist. We had a like 17 like merge type thing. So like it was like
as a viewer though, love that twist.
No, it was a terrible twist. It was awful. There's too many people. I don't want to. If I want to play Super Fans, I'll play Super Fans. So But that was a lot. That was like right at the meat of SOG. Luckily, I won like a challenge or two during it, but like I was like doing that and ETU, and it was just like a lot. It was a lot then. I was like, after that's why when the SOG ended, I was just like, oh, thank God. I'm just like I almost felt relieved when I got voted out because I was like, I was so tired because I did ETU
Same.
lasted way too long. It was like 2 months, and I was like I said, I was final 9. We caught, but I think Super Duper finished All Stars finished before ETU did.
I mean, SOG was 2 months too.
Yeah, it was long. Both of the seasons are long, and Super Duper is hella fast. So I'm trying really hard in Super Duper, and I had literally I think I had 3 tribals in a row in one day. I had a tribal, I had tribal SOG, Super Duper, and ETU all in one day. Luckily, SOG was all typing, so I was like typing the whole time, and I was just burnt out after that. It was just a lot. I would hope there's never a twist like that ever again, Breland and Tony. I'm looking at you.
I will never play more than one game at one time ever again. I fucking have. I said to myself I wouldn't do it the first time I did it, and then I tried. I was like, oh, I've been playing for a while now. I can handle 2 games at the same time now. No, never again.
I think when I play, like I give my all to the game I play. I wouldn't be able to focus. Like
Yeah.
I give
Yeah.
everything I have in a game. I put my heart and soul into the games. So like when I was voted out of SOG, I was relieved I was voted out, but I was crushed. Not from being voted out, but being how I was voted out in my situation.
I would like to know, like, so as a player, I'd like to know how long the game is gonna be going into it, approximately. At least, like, SOG. What they told us? What, like,
Max 45 days.
yeah, when we were like 45 days at like final 9 or something.
Yeah.
10. I think Jay was still in the game when they told us we were still like early merge, and I was like, bro, this is not lasting for.
Well, I went out at 55 on day 55.
Oh my god!
And that was final 5.
Yeah, I think I was like a vote or two before you. So
Yeah,
I was
you
7,
too.
I think.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it was too long. Or at least tell us. Like ETU, I didn't know. I started that. I was like a month and a half in when I started SOG, and then Super Duper All Stars started like a week or two after that. Like I thought I would have been done by ETU by then, to be fair. But it's hard to know if they don't tell you, and sometimes things get happen. But it is what it is. Before we end this, I want to ask, who is your guys's, like, who do you guys think is the best player to play Torg to never win? There's a
Like
lot more
never win
options.
a game.
No, win Torg itself. Like,
Win
who played the
Torg.
best
Win
game of
Torg.
Torg that to never win?
It didn't win. Most robbed.
I wouldn't say robbed, because sometimes things happen, or they get voted out beforehand. You're not robbed.
Vree comes to mind right away, and that's
Same.
just not because of Vree. It's just because he played really, really, really well in the season. He kind of dominated. I think Lexi in Atlantis played really, really well. She, like, her Achilles heel damn near is House of Cards, so that really sucked for her.
Cat also comes to mind for me. I think she was playing a really good game in Jump Force.
Yeah. That situation.
But yeah, Vreeland also comes to mind as well too.
I'll probably say Vree.
Yeah.
I'll just lock Vree in.
Have you guys played with Freeland?
I have. I played SOG 19 with him.
I have not yet.
Nope.
Well, he
I-
was in SOG 19 when I was in, but we didn't play together.
We were on the same tribe. But you guys weren't working together, really.
I just want to know how he
He was on the
convinces
same
everybody to let
tribe.
him
Me
get
and
as
Justin were on
far.
the same tribe, or you guys were?
What? We were all on the
You guys
same.
were on the same tribe. Or you,
Yeah,
we
no, we
were?
were all on the same beginning tribe. Bree was on our tribe.
Oh, that was like my second game ever. Yeah, my second game ever. So I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember. It fucked me in my first SOG game.
So you want to tell us all what the theme is for your guys' next season and everything like that? When does it start?
Pangea.
Nice.
And so we are starting.
Angie,
We don't have an official start date yet
Okay.
because we are trying to get that diverse of pool. So we want to make sure we get that best cast we have. But we're aiming towards end of August, beginning of September.
Nice.
Okay.
And then you guys gonna take another long
Spread
layoff
the
and try
word.
to
Are you
plan?
guys looking for like a start? Are you guys looking for like men or women, or it doesn't matter, or you guys don't care about? You know what I mean? Like, are you looking for an even cast in that way, or it doesn't matter to you guys?
So like,
We just
like
want as many non-US participants as we can find.
yeah,
Like,
we have
it's many
so many
different-
U.S.
Okay.
participants, and it's going to be hard to narrow those down. So we have a great
Okay.
pool of U.S. players to pick from, but it's not just a U.S. player game. So
Like, to put it in perspective, like
Looking for
we,
overseas.
as of now, only plan on casting 6 US players in this game.
Ooh. Is that something you guys
Okay.
want to do for going forward, or just this game?
We definitely want to keep it diverse. This specific game is like really heavy focus. I mean,
Okay.
I think our plan is some returning seasons in a bit, so
Okay.
we'll see how that all shakes out.
Well,
I love that's the theme of your guys' season is like trying to make it as like diverse around the world as possible. I think a lot of orgs have not done that, and I think it's really great of you guys to do that and include, you know, people who feel like they can't game, you know, because they are a different time zone. I think it's really great of you guys to do that.
I know. Side note, but Caitlyn just casted a whole game of women.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
the first
it
time
was
I've
really
ever seen
cool.
that.
And I want to shout her out for that because I've never seen that really either, and
Me
it's
either.
a stellar cast, and it's
Mhm.
I like cast, and the game's seeming to be run really well so far.
I know the challenges look great, the graphics are solid, the hosts are amazing, and it's just it's fun to watch.
I know. I know a lot of hosts, and I know that they struggle to get women to play. So for her to get a whole cast of women is very impressive.
Yeah.
Because I
I've
know
definitely
people
gotten in my
begged.
inbox before. I'm looking for a girl to play. Will you apply? I've definitely
Same.
had that message
Same.
before a couple, you know, so many times. Mhm.
Yeah, I never had that issue. Usually they're like, "Yeah, we
Hush,
reject you."
Frank.
I'm just kidding. But
Well, I played I didn't play Ruans, but I played Rion South African game, and the time zone was so hard for me to keep up with. But like my South African crew is probably my favorite group of people I've ever got to like meet and play with, and like I love them so much. So like think of all the people you're missing out on getting to know just because of a time zone. Like you know, that's
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
like
Absolutely. Gabe's one of my best friends, and he lives 7, you know, like his time zone is like 7 hours behind me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool meeting new people because like you find something different, and you guys can just bond over something that you never thought you'd bond over at them, and
Yep.
you get to learn a lot of stuff from them too, because you know things
Do
are
you guys have
totally
real
different
life
around the
Survivor
world.
friends? You guys have people in your real life that enjoy Survivor, or are you guys the only one?
But you know what has happened to me is that like I've made these org friends, but they're not just org friends anymore. They're
Yeah.
my true friends. Like
Yeah.
We've
there
offloaded
was 13 org people, or now we're all friends. Came down and we partied in Florida for a week,
Yep.
including these two
that.
right here.
Yeah, Seven Marissa heard me throw up on a bathroom floor. So, like, honestly, like, that's some real friends.
Moral of the
Me and
story:
Frank,
Jay's a
me and
lightweight.
Frank spent a weekend
Night
together.
one, like 2 hours in, Jay's gone.
Yeah,
Dude, it's because this guy Cody Anthony, dude, he just kept handing me drinks and drinks and drinks, and I was like, yeah, bro, for sure. Like, I'm gonna keep drinking, and it just got to a limit, and I was like, oh boy.
I get in a mood when I get
man.
drunk. Like sometimes, like somebody anything that irritates me, I just get irritated and just go to bed. I won't even say anything. I'll just disappear and be sleeping. Mariah hates it when we have people over because if someone says something to me and it just irritates me, I just look at them and I just get up and go to upstairs, go to bed.
I mean, to be fair, Jay did rally that night. He came back a couple hours later.
I slept in the shower for an hour, and then I went back down and I started drinking again because something's wrong with me.
What time did you start throwing up at? Was it still early?
It was like 9-10.
It was like 10. Dude, because
Oh, yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
so I
plenty
got
time
off
left
the
ahead.
plane. I haven't ate anything. I show up to the house, and they just, like, immediately start opening, like, bottles of alcohol. So I was like, hell yeah, party time. Overall, a very fun experience, though. I recommend everybody hanging out with like your org friends and everything.
Mm-hmm. I
'Cause
know
it
it's
was a
hard.
good.
It's been weird
Oh,
with
yeah.
COVID and everything, and things are starting to get back to normal a little bit. So
Frank and Mariah came down and visited me. They came to my home and even brought their kids, and it was a great time. We had a great time.
yeah,
It
my
sucks we
kids are a
live
lot.
far apart from each other.
My kids are a lot though. That was a lot of work. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, Frank said next time he's gonna get a babysitter. 8 hours in a car ride, 2 kids under 3 are not it.
Good for you. That's more than I'd want to do.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad because I slept for the first or the second half. Mariah slept for the first. So like the first, like second half, I slept for 3 hours. Cake. That was easy. But it's been a long time, so I want to say thank you guys for coming on and talking to us. And I know making you answer questions you didn't want to answer, Seb.
What?
I said make you answer questions you didn't want to answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always on to be just a little messy. So it was.
Jay, I knew he would say whatever. So
Yeah. Accurate.
Oh, you want to announce what Frank?
Yeah,
You
we
want to
did.
announce what's going to be happening?
Oh yeah, so Amanda is going on vacation, and Jay is actually going to host a couple episode with me. So yeah, he's love in Big Brother 23, so he's gonna talk some Big Brother 23 with me. This is the weekend of the 16th, right? And that's 19th, right?
Yeah,
That's
so I'm gonna be in Champaign, Illinois, from the 16th to the 20th, opening up a new store for my company, and then the 21st through the 28th, I'm gonna go to Colorado and go camping with my family and my boyfriend. Yeah. So I'm gonna be, obviously I can't watch Big Brother when I'm 10,000 feet in the air or whatever. So I'm gonna have I appreciate it, Jay, to come on and help Frank do that while I'm gone. And then once I come back, me and Frank are still throwing it up in the air because we know that September 22nd, as also our friends know, is when the new season starts. And me and Frank are trying to figure out, we're going to fit Survivor Africa in there between September 1st when I get back home, per se, and September 22nd when the new season starts. That's the only 3 weeks for us to get through Survivor Africa. So we're kind of thinking about waiting, or we're thinking about busting it out. We're not sure yet. We'll let you guys know. But we're for sure going to continue coverage of Big Brother 23 and the new Survivor season when it starts, just like we're doing now with Big Brother.
And go apply to play Survivor TORG. You may get rejected, but you keep playing. You keep applying.
Yeah, here's a little banner you're going to see at the bottom. Just type it out just like that, ORG, up in your Facebook search bar, and it will take you to the page. I'm sure you'll get accepted quickly to watch the page. And even if it's like, an org, you've never played an org before, it's your first time, orgs always accept new players. We always, recommend you starting. If
we want new players, like
players, new
Show
players go apply.
And you don't have to know Survivor. I've known players who've only watched 2 Survivor seasons. So it's a great opportunity to meet new people.
Sydney didn't even know what the hell she was doing.
You did not know that you would make.
Yeah, exactly. Sydney didn't know what the hell she was doing. Still did good.
Now she's a legend. So like Zach won.
Still did good.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if you played or not played. It's a fun time, and you get to meet nice, amazing people, and that's fun in itself. Because, like you said, I played India with you, Sebastian, and Jay, and that was over a year ago. So it's been a ride. And Amanda, I played with her over a year ago. So it's just there's a lot of people that you can meet.
Frank have literally talked every single day since our first game together over almost a year and a half ago. So
go apply and go have some fun. Again, thank you guys for joining us. Marissa, thank you. You got real quiet, so I didn't want you to be but thank you guys for listening. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.